This team is made by one of our loyal viewers and Patreons, Enraged Potato. Yo, how's it going? And I guys just want to say I'm so proud of them because they've taken literally every single thing that I could possibly have to teach someone about Pokemon, and they've made it into a team, right? They have like the Articuno with like multiple different setters to proc a policy. They have good coverage. They have so many little things. Like you can go Whimsicott Nihilego and you could go like switcheroo through a Rage Powder and Brutal Swing that turn. And like stuff like that. That's so sick. There's so many little things this team can do. The Nihilego and the Dusclops can enable the Articuno. The Buzzwole's super cool. Like I like almost everything about this team. The only thing that I think this team needs, is I do not think that Incineroar needs Snarl and Lariat. I think Brick Break would be better on the Incineroar over the Lariat, and the only reason I'm saying that is because we recently tested a Brick Break in Incineroar, and it did super well. But holy moly, I'm so proud of this team. You know, it just goes to show you don't need a ton of protects to have like a really fun team. All right, cool. That guy is an amazing team. All right, I'm just going to say it like this. I don't think this is what he's doing, but I really think like Misty Surge Weezing is good right now. We are on with the late night stream. Gotta watch out for the Clefairy and Teleon. Definitely sending me like Series 4 vibes or Series 5 vibes. I mean, we could proc our Articuno through that. I think Articuno is great for Centellion if we Airstream, right? Because it forces him to Airstream me back. So we want to go with something that can proc Airstreams with AoE. And the fact that we have like Nihilego and Articuno, I like that a lot. We could also think about bringing Incineroar here as fake out pressure. I do like that. He doesn't have any Intimidators, so I don't really have to worry about Articuno. I think you have to bring Buzzwole. I think I still will bring the Buzzwole, and I think do I want to bring Dusclops? I don't really like Dusclops. I'm just going to bring the Incineroar. It's so good versus Marowak. It's so good versus Trevenant, and it does have fake outs to be able to deal with like Inteleon, so we'll do it. Who gave you this team? This team was made by Enraged Potato. During the Thanksgiving parade, when the Pikachu balloon comes out, we're going to get a Pikachu dance performance plus a special announcement. Oh, that's cool. You know, I actually used to really like the Thanksgiving parade back when I was a kid. To a point where, like, I might watch, like, I might throw it on in, like, the background, like, the VOD of it or something. I liked it. It always was definitely, like, good warm vibes. You know, you used to get hot cocoa, sit up there, get your blanket on, and now I can sit here with my coffee and do it. This is a Rage Potatoes team, yeah. This is fine. I actually think, instead of going for the policy proc, I think I'm just going to Trick Room the Trick Room. I know I made a whole video the other day talking about like how you shouldn't Trick Rooms, but like that's what this guy's doing. This will give me a defense drop. I don't really care about setting the terrain. And this is a hard spot to be in. I think that I'm just going to go with the Mind Storm though. And then next turn I'll go for the Shadow Ball. So we are going to be able to... I could probably just KO the Clefairy actually. Let me just do it like this. I think that Nihilego can probably just KO Clefairy with a Sludge Bomb. And I think the Nihilego should be able to outspeed this Articuno if this team's made correctly. Let's just do it like this. What's up, Phil? Didn't think you'd stream today. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to stream it either. I was playing Shadowlands all day. all day, but you know what? I just felt guilty. I felt guilty not giving you guys the best of me. And so I went to my Patreon and I was like, you know what? Everyone submits these teams on my Patreon and I'm like, man, I'm going to use these Patreon submitted teams. And I'm going to give you guys the best that I can. Shadowlands was a lot of fun, though. I'm having a great time. So, hopefully, this just OHKOs this Clefairy. Again, Clefairies are usually built heavy on the specialty side anyways. If this doesn't KO, we're sad. Let's just be real. We're sad if this doesn't KO. Okay, so we're, like, super sad because it didn't KO the Clefairy. We wasted a poison in there, too. Holy moly, that's like a full HP specialty Clefairy. But it's okay. We're going to be able to Trick Room the Trick Room. Probably because we have that Sash on Nihilego. We should have just Trick Room the Trick Room that turn. I got a little bit too greedy. Like, what kind of Clefairy is that? Being able to eat a Sludge Bomb from a Nihilego. There's the Trick Room. And the reason why I didn't want to Dynamax the Nihilego and give it a special attack boost is because, like, first of all, the same thing would have happened, right? But now we can still have the luxury of Trick Rooming our Trick Room. We have a defense drop on the Trevenant. It's not that relevant. I think I'm just going to Max Guard my Articuno because I don't want to eat, like, a Shadow Bone in the face. And I'm just going to Trick Room the Trick Room. Trick Room, Trick Room! And if he does go for an attack on the, if he does go for an attack on the Articuno slot, not on the Articuno slot, the Nihilego slot, that will actually activate our competitive, so I'll take that. What's its moveset? Which Pokemon? The Articuno? It has Air Slash, Shadow Ball, Freezing Glare, and Protect. So we'll see. This is such a hard spot to be in, you know? Definitely is. He's obviously maxing. What's Articuno's typing? It's a Psychic Flying. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. I wonder if he's really going to double into the Articuno. Or if he's going to like double into the Nihilego. It's really hard to say. Like, do you really ignore the Articuno that's already shown having a Psychic... Or, sorry, he just wood-hammered there. Okay. Are you really doubling to my Nihilego? I feel like you throw the game if you double in here. I feel like that's such a throw. Alright, thank goodness. Thank goodness they respected my Dynamax Mon. I'm not even mad. If you respect my Dynamax Mon, we can be friends. But if you don't respect my Dynamax Mon, then we can't be friends. We have to get the Trevenant off the board, even if it's at the cost of our Articuno at this point. So we're just going to go for a Power Gem into the Marowak, because it's a 2-shot there. If he protects and tries the Trick Room, he will get punished for it. I'm just going to Phantasm anyways. Or I could even think about Airstreaming. Airstream's not super important, but it's way stronger, so I'm going to do that. I don't think he's Koba. Yeah, this is totally fine. We are definitely just doing this to get rid of this Trevenant. If he's Koba, I'm so mad. Right? I'd be mad. Weakness Policy Ranchum. I like Head Smash. Rockhead, yo, it feels good. That sounds like a cool set. I don't think you really need to protect on it, though. I feel like you should just Scarf it. Thanks for the content. Happy to catch a surprise stream. Yo, like I said, I'm trying to give you guys the best version of me. I felt bad. I felt bad not streaming. I'm like, these guys watch my content. These guys do so much for me. The least I can do is stream like 5 days a week. The least I can do. And now I got the Airstream for the Inteleon. It's almost like we play the game back out here. So, let's think about what we do want to do. I think we just nuke the Marowak. I really think we just nuke it. We could also think about Brutal Swinging, just to proc our policy, because we do, like I said, super outspeed there. And then we have Incin in the back and Big Buzz. Or we could just double into the Marowak with like Power Gem and Shadow Ball. That's fine. That should be able to KO. Yeah, it's fine. He has to go for the double. And like, I don't really want to go for the Brutal Swing all in play, because if you just take out the Articuno, then like, I don't know. Maybe I should have Brutal Swung there. I probably should have Brutal Swung there, but like, I didn't want to not KO this Marowak, right? As long as we're KOing this Marowak, I feel like we could do some stuff. Is Buzzball slow, 0 IV speed? Probably? No, it's not. It's not. Oh, it's so thick. Yeah, there's no way that like we wouldn't be able to KO it other ways. So we get the Phantasm off here. Alright, so we have Incineroar and Buzzwole, and I'm pretty sure the Buzzwole does outspeed the, what is it, the Marowak here? Pretty sure. So we got the Big Buzz. I mean, what would you have done there? I think that the only bad thing about that play was that we are not respecting Inteleon's Sash by going for the Brutal Swing, because we wouldn't have been able to KO there anyways, but we would have been able to at least get like a break on an Inteleon's Sash. We would have went for the Brutal Swing. So I guess I'll just go for the Fake Out on the Inteleon. I'll be able to take out that Marowak. I'm sure this Buzzwole has something that can do it. Right, Buzzwole? You're not even max mode anymore, Chief. You're not even max anymore. Just let me do it. Yeah, he has high horsepower. Alright, cool. Yeah, we have to do it. Don't miss. Don't miss, bro. Just go for the Fake Out. Should be able to get it. Give me a Beast Boost while we're at it. We got that big vest. Even if it's rocking Air Slash and Telling, we might be able to reveal the Flex from the Buzz. I love that Flex. So much damage. Survey says, high horsepower, making the connections. Alright, Buzzwole is like the coolest Pokemon. I didn't know that it flexed it. I didn't know it flexed this much in between like its move animations. Alright, we take those. Beast boosted, boys. Give me that attack boost. I'm just going to slam a Darkest Lariat in. And the massive... Just go for a CC, baby. Lariato. Flex is enough of a reason to use Buzzwole. I agree, man. Air Slash, he has it. I got the vest. Is the vest enough? Survey says it is not enough. If he crits us with a Snipe Shot, I think we lose. Man, are we going to lose? I hope we don't lose. Because like, I feel we played really well. Oof, so close. All right. He has the Air Slash. He has a Snipe Shot. Snipe Shot crit would do it. I have no... Maybe I should have Snarled, but like he's going to crit us anyways. Right? Yo, Diamond's gifting 5 subs, though. Yo, 5 sub gifts. Let me not die. Let me not die for Diamond. Yo, 4 diamond. Yo, we hanging on with our Incineroar. We don't even need to proc our berry. 5 gifted subs, yo. We're gonna put some subs up right now. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna pull some subs out. Bam. Pulling the sub out of the desk. Yo, put the big 5 subs up. Yo, we take those all the way to the bank. Yo, thank you so much for the continued support, my guy. I also want to leave with Articuno. Get it? Articuno. No, I'm saying Dusclops Articuno. We have to be popping off right here. I think Nihilito's still like really, really nice. And again, I just really like Incineroar here. I'm not even like a Incineroar stan. But like, I just know it's a good Pokemon. I just know it's busted. So I'll just go for it. And everyone that's getting gifted these subs, be sure to link your Discord and Twitch together so you can get access to all of our amazing emotes on Discord as well. Let's go. Big subs up. I gotta finish drinking my coffee. Actually, speaking about coffee, I bought some peppermint mocha coffee creamer. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It just feels like Christmas already. You show me that trick room. Okay. Oh my god. Look what they did. Look what they did. They did this, not me. I didn't do this. This is what they wanted. Do we go +6 right now? We can literally go +6 right now. We can go first turn +6. I can. I go +6. I can do it right now. I don't think I need to go plus. I think +4 is more than enough. Because I think that Landorus is gonna Rock Slide me and proc my policy. I think this is enough to KO the Incin. Holy PogChamp. Nope, we gotta go +6. +6. I just want +6. Turn 1, +6 Dynamax Articuno Airstreaming. Oh my gosh. What do you think was gonna happen? Articuno, no mercy, no I'm saying. Intimidate this one. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That is funny. Hope rocks don't hurt that much, right? You have to rock fall me. Smackdown Articuno expanding force. No, I don't think the game's even over. Those Pokemon both have good coverage. Let's policy it up. Policy. I want to just go +6. Just to do it. Just to show them what we're working with. U-turn. Scarflando. Go for it, son. Go for it, son. Ain't nobody stopping you right now. Now, I was gonna Will-O-Wisp that slot. It's probably Feeny coming in, right? Urshifu. I could have just Will-O-Wisp the Urshifu. Bruh. What are you looking at, Incineroar? Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I thought I was gonna go for a Psychic attack. How about, nah, that ain't me. That ain't me. Alright, you ready to send this guy to the Shadow Realm now? Ice Horse. Oh, he wants to go for it. You're really gonna like, your Ice Horse better be bulky, my guy. I want to see if there's any points in speed on this Dusclops. There's none. 0. So he's actually faster than the others. Can I KO that? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's go. And then we hit him with one of these. Hey. There we go. Can we one-shot the Ice Horse with a +6 Articuno? +6. About to be +8 when that Lando comes back in. What's your opinion on Spiritomb? I think it's cool, but I don't think it's that great. I've always thought Sableye was better. Let's see if we can even one-shot it. Ayo. If we don't one-shot it, that's sad, you know? Because it's +6. Like, moves don't get any stronger. That's as strong as it can be. And it's weak. Hate to see it. This is the block Sucker Punch on my Dusclops next turn if he locks himself into it. Hey, you're weak. Crit, always. Ice Horse busted, you're right. Hailstorm, who you hitting though, Chief? It's totally vested. It's so vested. All right, so I set a Psychic Train there. I probably shouldn't have, because like I needed to fake out that Urshifu. Let's see though. I want to go after that slot. He's vested, right? So he's gonna probably have to. He's gonna lose that there. And that's his sash down. So I'll take it. That's fine. We take those. Nihilego should be enough here to take out the Ice Horse Rodeo. Yeah. I'm gonna airstream the Urshifu. And we want to airstream the Urshifu in case he pops that D-Tech, because this is still one shot. And I'm confident that Nihilego can do it. I'm confident. I'm confident in you, Nihilego. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me. Just kill the Ice Horse. It's a super effective. Oh, he just scoops. I guess I'll just win. +6 turn 1. +6. I hadn't even attacked yet. I used no moves and was like Articuno had used no moves and just started out with its first attack at +6. What do we want to do in this game? We need to bring Buzzswool. Is Buzzswool fast enough to take out the Whims? Because like I also want to lead with like I think I want to go for like a Whimsicott play this game. I'm looking at this like I want to go something like this. Let's try these 4. Let's just go with these. Let's just go with these. Sorry, I got a text. I did one of those things where you send a picture that you were supposed to send to your girlfriend, but you send it to your mom. Now, luckily for me, this is just a picture of like a band from Spotify. Like it's just a picture of a band because she didn't know the name of the song. But my mom's like, "What do you want me to do with this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's not for you. Don't worry about it." All right. So I can't use Whimsicott here. That sucks. But I can. You know what I can do? He's gonna get his proc off, and he's gonna go for the Oh, he's gonna go for the Wicked Blow into himself. He has to be Scarf to make that work, though. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Let's see if it works. I'm pretty safe about these things. He's either sashed or scarfed, and I think he's sashed. And he's dead. That's fine. Yeet! Get him, Dustclops! What'd you take on Ally Switch? Is there a take to be had on Ally Switch? Holy crap. It didn't even KO me. I'll take that free swap, by the way. What do I even want to bring in? Orb. See, it's Orb and Choice Band. I think Buzz is so decent here. Because we need to switch if we want to. If he brings out something that like threatens us. I think we just switch or like set Trick Room or something. But like if it's Inteleon, we just switch and Trick Room. Big Buzz energy right now. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna Trick Room. I don't like fighting Articuno with this though. Yeah, we're just gonna hard switch in there. I mean, I guess I could just ally switch if I really wanted. Actually, I know what I want to do. I think I'm just gonna ally switch, and I think I'm gonna get a KO on. I mean, after one airstream, we do outspeed the things that we need to outspeed, but I want the damage. I'm gonna get the damage first. Oh, I don't want to do that though. I just want to go for the leech life. Yeah, I'm looking at it the right way. Hold on, I'm not proccing his stats up yet. Yeah, let's do it like that. Oh, I first a choice band. Oh, I didn't even read the choice band. I was telling my story about the text. I didn't even see it. So you're telling me Dustclops didn't need to go for that sucker or Shadow Sneak? That sucks. All right, so we can totally max here. The fact that we're also saving our max is pretty nice. We have these two plus Whimsicott, and I think I brought in Sin as the last one. Let's see it. Protect Crook. Never lucky. Never lucky. It's fine. Ally switches up. Let's see what he's actually going for. He can totally hit the the Buzzwole slot. I would not care. I don't think he should. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. It's a power Airstream right there. Alright, so we're just going to go Trick Room then. We will use Trick Room for the remainder of the game. Oof. We're going to have to come in hard. Here we have Trick Room. Fodder our Whimsicott. We might have to go big Articuno. Yeah, we'll see. Because I can policy proc to probably Oko his Articuno with mine. With like a Shadow Ball. The fact that he's Airstreaming, like, oh, okay, he's going for it. Let's see if he's doubling to that slot. Let's see if he's doubling. If he's not, I guess we still have like a good play because we can just Tailwind. Darkest Light, who you hitting though? Survey says, oh, wise choice for me. Wise choice for me. Let's go Articuno. Alright, so he has a Lariat, right? I think if I max Articuno, he won't be able to do it. I could also just come with the Buzz, but I think just saving the Buzz in the back is so nice. Yeah, I like this situation. Show you how a real man eats a chocolate sandwich cookie right now. Alright, let's go. Shadow Sneak. Do you think that that KOs, though? I should just max guard. I really should just max guard. Yep, I will. I will do that, actually. I think I'm actually just going to fade away Shadow Sneak into his Articuno. And just go for a max guard. Because this is his last turn max. And I think there's a high chance that he procs a competitive from me. And then I just go for a Phantasm next turn. I can come in with the Buzzwole. And Buzzwole can go for the pin on the Crook. And then we have the super effective Max Phantasm to be able to take out his Articuno when he's not in max mode. I think it's really, really important. I don't want to miss a Will-O-Wisp either. Otherwise, I would go for that. Because I don't really care about proc policy on him right now. So let's see it. Ooh, his Protect's going to be on cooldown. Yeah, we take those. And if he doesn't KO my Articuno here, like, sorry, if he doesn't KO my Dusclops here, then he is policy. That's fine. I still think that's completely fine. Like, that just shows me more, like, it shows me more about your set. Phantasm, who you hitting though? And next time I'm gonna do the same thing to you, Chief, but you're not gonna have max mode. Now I am. I will have max mode enabled. Alright, I actually think you... I still have to Shadow Sneak. I could just Will-O-Wisp that Crook this turn, but I still think you have to do it just like this. We have, like, the exact same set. Is he gonna ally switch me? Bruh. Dynamax enabled. The Articuno mirror match. The power of Articuno, if you will. That's right. This Dusclops is freaking dumpstering people right now. Alright, so what was the item on the Crook? You guys said it was... oh, it was a Life Orb. Sorry, I saw that already. Alright, please go away. I'm +2, Chief. Alright, so he will be able to get a lot of damage with the Lariat, but it shouldn't KO. It shouldn't KO. Please don't KO me with like a crit Lariat, Chief. Yeah, we thick. Are we actually thick? We actually are pretty thick. We have like 140 in HP and 148 in defense. That's dope. Alright, last mon. I have 1 turn of Dynamax. You have a defense drop over there? Ooh, that's really good for me. I guess I could be Sash too, but like, I still think... I think you just want to Will-O-Wisp the Crook here. And then... None of those guys get ally switch. I mean, you might as well just go for a Mindstorm into that slot. You can totally protect. Doesn't really matter. Will-O-Wisp. Willow hits. That's what I'm saying. So he's useless. And then the Mindstorm should be able to definitely clock Sash, if not KO. Is that Sash Inteleon? Is he the best player that's ever played Pokemon? Look how good he is. Can you see how good of a player he is right now? That's ridiculous. And now I can't Shadow Sneak it. Ugh. Disgusting. DP. Yo, he wants my Articuno. I don't think you can take it out though with the Crook, because he's burned. Oh, and we take those. Alright, alright. Now we need to be able to get a couple of these. We need to at least be able to get one of these things off the board. You're gonna try Fell Stinger Buzzwole. Good luck. Alright, so how many turns on Trick Room? Is it 1 or 2? Uno turns on Trick-Room. We're just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. And I will actually just go for a Protect. Because there's no reason to push our luck here. Oh, he scoops. Hey, we don't even need the boy Buzzswole. We got it in the bag. Sash Inteleon though, that man, that's the good play. I should have just hit the Inteleon with a Shadow Sneak, but I didn't expect him to be almost as good as me. I mean, I guess he had the weakness policy Articuno. Like, he had the plays. Moxie says Ally Switch is unhealthy for the metagame. What's your take? I mean, is it? All right, I have the T here. You say Moxie boosted says Ally Switch is unhealthy for the metagame. What's your take on that? What metagame? Tell me the metagame. Is there a meta? Because, like, I was under the assumption that there had to be tournaments to be a meta. And last time I checked, there weren't any tournaments. And I actually don't really count Players' Cup. Maybe you can say, like, I should count Players' Cup. But, like, I count tournaments as a thing that I travel for to go to fight other players who also traveled. You don't have to commit to playing Players' Cup. You can literally play Players' Cup in your boxes in your room, drinking your coffee, looking at all the calcs, having your known team sheets. Like, I don't count that as, like, a meta because it's its own separate thing, you know? To have an actual meta, you have to have tournaments. And there haven't been tournaments since last January, in my opinion. Like, right now, like, this game, there's, like, no reason to play Pokemon right now. Like, there's none. There's, like, absolutely none. Because a lot of the skills that you're getting right now, once you get to a certain level, you know, obviously you want to practice your basics, you want to learn all your items, all your lead combos, things like that. You get to a point, really, though, where, like, grinding your head against, like, the grinder of, like, ranked for a meta where we're never going to be able to even play a tournament for it, or a regional for it, it's such a waste of time. You gotta play teams like this that we're using today that are fun. You gotta play Pokemon for fun. And so, like, Ally Switch, you can say, like, Ally Switch is a problem. Ally Switch is fun, you know? It sucks to lose the Ally Switch, yeah. Could it be balanced to be better for a competitive metagame? Like it should have been a while ago? Yeah, probably. But to say it's unhealthy for the meta, and say that the meta needs these things, it's like the meta needs a fucking tournament to exist. Right, that's what the meta really needs. Why are we mad at Ally Switch when we should be just frustrated that we can't play at regionals? You know, I'm not saying mad at TPCI, I'm not saying mad at COVID. I'm just saying that, like, if there's no regionals, don't get me started on, like, what is good for the meta. I don't know. I just don't get excited for Pokemon unless I'm playing in a regional. I just don't get excited. It's not worth it. It's not worth the effort it takes to get something that's really good. That's like telling, like, an Olympic sprinter, right? It's like, okay, you're gonna race little Timmy. Give it all you got against little Timmy. It's like the Olympic sprinter's like, man, no, you know? It's like, I don't want to. And I'm not saying I'm one of those people that consistently top cuts the world championships or international championships. But, like, I am a player who did only really play to go to regionals. And yeah, I only went to a few regionals a year. I usually only went to, like, 2 to 3, sometimes 4 regionals and then maybe worlds a year. So I wasn't one of those guys that went to, like, 6, 7, 8 plus and nationals, all the ICs. I wasn't one of those guys. But I will say that, like, the work that it takes to even go to one of those regionals that I would put in, it took months to, like, make the team. Why on Casual Ladder? We're on Casual Ladder because the team that was sent to me, this is a rental code, the Incineroar did not have the rental mark done. Not the rental mark, the ranked mark done. So this is a rental code from one of my Patreons, and the Incineroar didn't have the ranked mark. So that's why we're on Casual. Alright, let's see it. Raichu. You don't have any terrain control with this team. There's no Ledger Train though, so I can actually just go for, like, a lot of different stuff. Can I just go for, like, Dusclops? I can go Dusclops Whim. I think Dusclops Whim is actually just, like, a pretty good weed most of the time. Do I want to do that though? No, I don't even want to do that. I'm gonna go Nihilego Articuno. I want to see if this will work. I think Incineroar is still a good mon here too. And then we'll bring the Buzzswole, but I don't think it's very good. Well, I mean, I think Buzzwolf's busted, just not really here. This is a great example of a game where I think that Brick Break on Incineroar would be a good idea. But yeah, like I was talking about, I don't think that, like, if you're someone that, like, wants to get better, like, if you want to actually improve your play in any game or anything, you should be trying your best to put yourself in disadvantageous situations. Once you already have a good grasp of how things should go. You know, like a good example, you know, like when people are like working out, people work out, they don't count they don't start counting push-ups or like pull-ups until they're already tired. Because that's how they know, like, when it's crunch time, like when that's when they know what to do when you need to do it. Same thing like this. Like right now we're using rental teams and we're forcing out, like you always see me force myself into leads, but I'm like, I don't know if I know how to make this lead work, or I always want to test out this lead. I don't use this lead enough. There's definitely other ways that we could win, right? But sometimes you just want to try to force your, like right now, what we're going to do is actually something a little bit different. We're actually going to go for a Sludge Bomber to the Raichu. I think he's probably maxing, but watch what we do here. We're actually going to be practicing right now, going for a turn 1 Max Guard Mon, which is not something that we normally do. What do you like better? Do you like winning or hate losing? This goes without saying. There's no losing. If you lose, you're learning. I'm the saltiest person in the world. But the thing about it is, like, I'm only salty when I lost, when I know there's something that I could have done. So, like, what I hate is when I go to an event, I'm actually trying to get the poison and see if we break the sash in this Raichu with the poison. That's why we're going for this play. Going for the Rising Voltage Control. You're going to block that. So the turn 1 Dynamax Max Guarding is something that, like, is still, in my opinion, a relatively underutilized mechanic. Is that best? Okay. Rising Voltage in my Lego. Wow. He wants it. He wants it. So I don't know if he can actually KO my Articuno here. I don't think that he can. I'll just go for the Sludge Bomb again, because we can guarantee get the thing off the board. But let's see. What was I talking about exactly? Yeah, I guess the best way to explain it is, like, I'm someone that personally dislikes losing, but I dislike losing when I feel I didn't give it my all. So, like, when I feel like I could have practiced more, or I could have brought a better team, or I could have, like, done this, or I could have done that, that's something that, like, you know, you look back on that with regret, right? When you say, like, man, if only I didn't, you know, go to bed early the night before the regional. I could have stayed up I could have stayed up all night practicing my lead combinations, or I could have been doing that same thing. I could have been putting in the work the whole month before the regional, so I wouldn't have lost to this type of combo. You know, that type of loss, that stings, right? Because you know that if you would have been at your best, if you would have gave your best, you would have been, like, good enough to overcome it, right? But losing because you slacked off, or because I slacked off, is not something that I like to do. He Dynamaxing the Pincurchin? Yo, go for it, Chief. Am I hitting the right slot here? Am I hitting the right shoe or the Pincurchin? See, that's a good example. I'm slacking off. That was a stupid play. That was terrible. That was really bad play, actually. That was really, really not great play. Why did I do that? He's gonna Lightning, but, like, I don't think he kills us. Yeah, but he'll proc our policy. I could have airstreamed. I could have hit the Raichu, which is what I was supposed to hit. I'll explain it a little bit more after this game, because I still want to win. But, like, I'm the type of person that I would say the last, like, time I really tryharded was probably in, like, 2017. Like, 2017 Worlds was probably the last year that, like, I really, really, really cared about. What do we even do here? We have terrain control. That's not, like, a good thing, right? I don't think that's a good thing. I think you actually want to bring in the Buzzwole and Hard Switch out for Incindiblock the Thunderbolt, and then we take out the Pincurchin. Otherwise, he'll kill our Articuno. Yo, King Token dropping the sub. They're on a streak. On a big streak. Now, let's think about how I want to play this, because Buzzwole can be a really good Pokemon here if we play it correctly. We will KO. Oh, we don't have terrain anymore. I'm going to switch in here, and I'm just going to take the Raichu out. And I'm going to give a defense drop to the Pincurchin. So we're trying to do this to block the Psychic. Right now he does outspeed my Articuno. I just don't think like Rising Voltage does it. It might. It really could. Well, we'll see. Yes, he does have the terrain control again though. I guess I could have sent out the Incin and went for the fake out play. But let's see what he goes for. He gets the Incin slot. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Alright, so Raichu's gonna go down though. That's great. And I don't know if this Pincurchin has to be special. Yeah, well, see, he only has one turn left on the max, and I think Buzzwole can just take that thing out. You probably thought I was going to max guard again. Can Naganadel with Fake Tears, Whimsicott be a decent combo? Yeah, definitely. You can also go for like a eject button Whimsicott, which is really nice there as well. And then make it so you can actually Sludge Wave to get a speed boost on your Whimsicott too. So you can go Tailwind and Sludge Wave. And you can have like the eject button switcher if you want, but you can make it so you can get a third speed boost. So you can go a +3 instead of a +2 to outspeed other Tailwind teams. Or special attack boost and a Tailwind. It's actually really nice. Did you leave up my Incin? That's dope. So, I don't think I needed a speed boost on the Incin. We'll see. I have Fake Out, so I can Fake Out the teammate. I can high horsepower the Pincurchin. And we're probably in a good spot. We're probably in a good spot. I think we can get this. This will be hard still. Depending if he max guards the Pincurchin, we can still lose. He still has a whole nother Pokemon left too. That is another thing I have to worry about. Alright, Buzz. Buzz Lightyear. Let's go, Buzzwole. Gotta hit this high horsepower. Survey says, Fake Out. We take those. No sashes there anymore. That's good damage. Let me hit my move. Let's go. Yeet. Big Buzz. And we'll see if we can actually even take out the last mon. We're gonna need an attack boost here. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Like, it depends on how hard of a Trick Room he wants to set. Like, if this last mon is something that's just complete garbage, maybe we have a shot. I don't know if we can one-shot the Hatterene with a Leech Life. We'll see. I don't know if I'm supposed to respect that. I think we just Snarl here. I want to actually check and see. This Buzzwole should be faster than the Incineroar. Should be a lot faster, actually. 80, 108, cool. So we actually, I think we actually just go for like, I think you Wary it. And I think you double into the hat, because I think we're gonna be able to take it out for sure. But you never know if it's Citrus and barely lives or whatever. And then also this would get redirected into the Wishy-Washy. And I think because we're vested, I think we can take the Wishy-Washy out. So this should just Oko. That's dope. And then we'll see how well, you know, we want to also get damage to stick onto Wishy-Washy. And I think it's special. If it's physical, it's physical. I'm not really scared. Like, Buzzwole's literally, the thing that Buzzwole beats is physical attackers. And you want to get that good damage in there. So it goes for the Liquidate. Again, it really didn't matter. Looks like we got it. Looks like we threw so hard. I got so distracted. But, like, yeah, I did stop talking about what I was talking about. So I'll finish that up after this game. But, yeah. Looks like we were able to finish it up. It's like it's stronger. It's stronger than the CC. Let's just do it. Let's just finish it off. So much damage from the Big Buzz. Oh, we take those. I think Wishy-Washy is a really cool Pokemon too. I like using Wishy-Washy when we used it a while back. But Buzzwole busted. Oh my gosh. Feels amazing. Feels amazing, man. So let me get a sip of my coffee and I'll finish what I was talking about. So the initial question, right? The question was, do I like winning or hate losing more? And like I was talking about, I only really hate losing when I feel that there was something that I could have done more. Fuck yeah, that's right. I feel like if there was something else I could have done. So like, let's say, all right, I guess I'll go into a little bit of a story time. So like, I started like seriously going to regionals in 2013, and I remember my first regional. There was 6 months before the regional, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna build a team and I'm gonna win the regional. And I'd never been to one before. I had played in online tournaments. I was a big singles player. I had won, at that point, I had already won probably like 30 or 40 like singles LAN tournaments. I was already like a dedicated like tournament competitor. But I was switching to VGC. And I just got done playing, I beat Alex Agloza in a singles tournament, and he's the one that told me about VGC. And then I talked to like Dewey Ha. And he's the person that like told me a little bit more about VGC. And this is like kind of pre-internet. Like internet wasn't like, obviously there was the internet. It is like 2012, 2011 around that time when I'm starting to get ready to go into VGC. But like I didn't really have access to internet consistently. And anyways, back on point. So I decided I have 6 months before this regional, and so I'm gonna learn every single thing I can about VGC, and I'm gonna practice every single day. And so what I would do was I would make a team. I'd make a team like from scratch for the first probably 2 months, almost every day, if not every day. I'd make a team from scratch on Pokemon Showdown, and I would say I'm going to play 10 rounds because it's like 7 or 8 depending on how many people are in the tournament for Swiss, and then you have like 2 more rounds into like top cut. So I would play 10 games, and these back in regionals were best of 1 as well in Swiss. So you only really had to play best of 1. And so for the first couple months, every single day I would take a team on the ladder, I'd make a brand new account, and I would play 10 games with it. And I would really try to I would take very, very detailed notes. I would do I would fill a couple pages worth of notes for like every single game. I'd write down their team, write down my team, write down all the moves that were used. The way I have videos about me how you should correctly take notes on the YouTube, but go ahead and watch that if you haven't. I think that's actually really important. And then from there, after every single game, I would do a write-up, like a full page of things that I really expected this to happen. This is how the game played out. These are what I could have done different. This is what they should have done differently. And if they would have done X differently, I would have done, Y consideringly. These are the things that I forced my opponent to do. And I would just do so much work for every single game, like theory crafting going into it and stuff like that. And so I do that every day, and that would take a couple hours. And so after a couple months, you remember there's still regionals like three-ish months away, I have a good understanding of VGC, I have a good understanding of the meta, I have a good understanding of Pokemon that I like. And again, none of these teams there were no, Aaron Zhang didn't make content. Aaron Zhang hadn't even, at this point when I'm making this, Aaron Zhang hadn't even top cut Worlds yet. Like he was not a household name. Wolf Glick was not a household name. The only VGC player anyone even knew was Ray Rizzo, and that was only if you watched VGC. And so there weren't people to learn from. You literally had to learn from yourself. And so my playstyle was completely my own, and I didn't have any practice partners. I just did this completely by myself. And I would fill notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notes about so many things. And you could go back and look at those notes, and you can see how every single one of these games was played. You can read all the notes and see it's like looking at a replay from Pokemon Showdown. And so I'd do that. I'd do that for months. And so, again, after a couple months of doing that, I got an idea of how I really did want to play and the different things that I wanted to bring to a team and how I would correctly build a team for a best-of-1 situation. And so after I did that, I laddered a little bit with the team that I thought I would use, and then I stopped laddering. And I started reaching out to people in battle forms that were not VGC players. The goal was not to fight against VGC players because, again, I didn't want to fight against people, show my tech, didn't want to do any of that stuff. I wanted to fight against people who I knew were good singles players, and I wanted to see if I could trick them. And again, I wasn't really using gimmicks at this point, but I was doing, the team that I ended up using at that regional was Cresselia, Jellicent, Dragonite, Garchomp, Metagross, Scrafty, and I had a lot of really unique, timing and pins involved with gem attacks. It was Dark Gem Scrafty, which would do about 76 to 82 to a Cresselia. So if I could pair that with an Earthquake from my Garchomp, literally Earthquaking my own Scrafty. Not Earthquake from Garchomp. I'm thinking of a different Pokemon, but it was Metagross. It was Earthquake from Metagross, but Earthquake my own Pokemon. So weird, awkward attacks like that where I can hit my own teammates and put them within range of attacks from gems they wouldn't normally not have to be afraid of. And so my team is really built really, really weird. I still have all of the Pokemon. I guess I could show some of those games at some point. But anyways, I would just play against people who I knew were really good from the singles community. I would just try my best to just dumpster them, absolutely dumpster them, and I would ask for feedback after every single game. Every single game I'd be all right, cool. Tell me what you thought my items were. Tell me what you thought my moves were. Tell me what you thought I was going to lead. I want to know what you think I'm doing, right? And then you just talk with them after every single game. And so I would do that. And again, that's off the ladder. No one can see those things. And so I did that for a couple months. Again, and I would start doing a lot more games. Instead of just 10, I would play 20, 30 games against different people. And even if I would play some people multiple times, and I'd be all right, cool, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Again, practicing for best of 3 because Swiss was best of 3. Anyways, like I said, this was my first regional I was going to. And so I remember when the regional came around, the only person that beat me was the person that won the whole thing. He beat me and then I bubbled out a top cut. So yeah, I had a loss in like the 4th round, and then I bubbled out a top cut because it was like a top 8 cut, and I got like, I think like 15th or something like that. But I was X1, and there was just a lot of people there. But I did really good. Like, I literally beat like every single person that I went to fight up against. I went X. I might have gone X2. I don't really remember, but I know that like I remember the guy that beat me. The only reason he beat me is because he got a Scald Burn with Ludicolo in my Scrafty. Where like I had the game. It came out of Scrafty Ludicolo, and like all I gotta do is Drain Punch twice, and I got him. And he burned me and crit me with a Scald. But anyways, that's what you have to do, right? And so back to your question of, do you like winning or do you hate losing? I had no problem losing to the person that won the tournament because I literally did everything. Like, what could you have done different? Sounds like you put in all the work. Yeah. And so, you know, that was one tournament in 2013. You know, in 2014, I did the same amount of work. 2015, I put in the same amount of work for my regionals. 2016, I put in a lot of work, but like that format was ass, and I still did really good at those. And then 2017, I did it for like 3 events where I put in that level of work. And so, what I love, there's 2 things I love about Pokemon. The first thing is when you go to a regional, win or lose, but you did everything. You did everything you could. And like, I've talked about this before, but like, there were relationships I was in that suffered, like sleep schedules suffered, work life suffered, personal life suffered. Like, you have to give everything, right? You have to give everything, especially if you're someone like me, who, I'm not gifted at Pokemon. I'm not your Ashton Coxes. I'm not your Aaron Zangs or Wolf Glicks. If you were to compare me to anything, I'm freaking like a Rock Lee. I'm a genius of hard work. I put in way more work than everyone who is currently putting in work at the time to even barely have a chance to play at their level for a small amount of time. But yeah, like I really love the feeling of giving everything, knowing that there's not a single matchup or a single thing you weren't prepared for. That's one of my favorite feelings, is when you literally gave it everything you had, and and you get to a point, right, where if you do everything, if you have every single matchup ready, your team is perfect. Sure, there's good matchups and bad matchups, but the game plays itself. Like, when you have everything done, when you spent months making a team, playing hours and hours a day, doing everything, you know how much damage everything's gonna do, you know everything, right? Like, the game plays itself. Like, you just go to the regional and you're like, these people are so bad. These people that are supposed to be my competition, like, they don't even have a chance. That's like how much of a level above them you are. It's so much harder to do that nowadays. The level of the game, the level of the players have really, really leveled up since I was able to do that. I would say the amount of like work that I had to put in to do all that stuff, like, that's kind of how people play now. But it feels good. It feels good going into the team preview, seeing their team, and you're like, you mean you don't have the 30 million things I made my team exclusively to beat? You mean you only have 1 fake out user, 1 redirection, 1 trick room? I have like ways to beat 4 redirection, triple fake out, double trick room, everything. Like, you have to have so many different ways to win, right? And that's what I really like about this team, used by Rage Potato. Like, there's so many different ways to win with it. It's very reminiscent of the way I like to play the game. You always, instead of just having a mon that plays standard, the way that I like to build teams is you have a mon that says one thing and does another. So it gives you like a lot of extra ability to push a win condition out, because it forces your opponent to respect certain plays. And so that's how I personally like to play teams. Ready to run through a wall. Yo, I'm not trying to. But that was, like I said, going to a regional, win or lose, knowing you gave your all. Because also, like I said, that's something that, like, I'd lose so much sleep. I'd get so stressed. I don't know if any of you guys even, like, have hung out with me at regionals, but, like, I get really stressed. I get, like, really, really stressed to the point where, like, the week before the regional, I'm, like, a wreck. If I really, because, like, it's literally been 6 months of hours a day work leading up to that thing. Like, my whole life for every single regional. Up until, like, 2017 when I kind of stopped caring. Like, your whole life leads up to that point. Holy crap! What the hell? 25 subs? Oh my gosh, I'm not even done with the story, yo. 25 subs! I think that might be the most someone's ever gifted. I can't even believe that 25 subs. I can't scream too out of the light right now. Holy crap, yo guys, put those subs up though. 25 subs. 25 subs. So that was the first thing that I like about regionals, is giving it your all, win or lose. Because like, even if you, and sometimes you're gonna give it your all, and it's not enough, right? And that sucks, right? That feels really bad. That's only happened to me twice, where like, I put in all the work, I gave all the sacrifice, I did everything involved, and I really wanted a top cut, and I didn't, and I got top 32, and I was, you know, that's still a good record. That's still 6-2. That's a good regional record, and it sucks because like you really, you sacrifice for everything, you don't get it. Anyways, the second thing that I like at regionals, I have to say this so I can finish my story. The second thing I like at regionals, right, is when you make top cut. I was talking about this with my girlfriend yesterday because we were watching that Queen's Gambit show. Is how when you make top cut, right? So you play like Swiss in day one, and you usually go like X1 or undefeated in Swiss. You get to go the next day, and you get to come back for like top 8 or top 16. And I really, really like that because what happens is like you go back to your hotel room, and you know who you're gonna be playing against. You probably fought them in the tournament already, so you already have like a good idea of what their team does. You already have a good idea of what their EVs are. And so what you can do is spend that whole night like theory crafting the best possible team. And it kind of goes in point with my favorite thing from the first favorite thing, which is like trying your best and knowing it was good enough or not good enough, right? But that feeling of like, so, and that's something, it can't be really replicated. It's also the same feeling as, have any of you guys ever like won a tournament? The winning a tournament feeling, like what that does is pretty much saying you get to come back the next day for top 16. That feeling of like, you're still a winner. You get to hold on to that for a little bit longer. Play the game in your head or on the ceiling. Yeah, that show. Yeah, Buzzwole gets some good moves. I think Dueling Boot would probably be better than Bounce, but I like Bounce here because it makes it so it kind of has a pseudo protect, so it is kind of nice. But yeah, that feeling of like elongating your wins and getting the most out of like still being in the winner's bracket, I love that feeling. I remember when I went undefeated in Swiss at Lancaster Regionals in 2015, I was like on cloud 9 for like the next like 12 hours. I didn't even want to go to sleep. I was like literally hundreds of people. I think we had like a 400 or 500 person regional. Came to this regional, and at the end of day one, I was the only person who was undefeated. Right? That's ridiculous. Like I'm never gonna let that feeling go. I'm never gonna let it go. And like that's the feeling that you play for. Like that's the reason why you play the game. It's not even to like use cool Pokemon. It's not to fight other people. It's like the feeling of like seeing the work that you put in and knowing that like all that work you put in like wasn't useless, right? Like I put in hours a day for months, and at the end of this day, I'm the only one that didn't lose. Like even talking about it now, it just still gives me goosebumps. And like it's the same feeling when you win a tournament too. You know, when I would win singles tournaments all the time. And I've won doubles tournaments, I've won PCs, I've won mid-seasons. But that feeling, that knowing that like the work that you put in, like that no one else could even like stand up to how much work you put in, feels amazing.